This is going to be my first episode on how to make a basic HTML website. As we go on, the series is going to get a little bit harder. It's going to make more complex websites, but this one's just going to be very basic. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to make a folder on your desktop called like web design or whatever, the name of your website. So I have an image on my folder already because we're going to put an image on the website. So there's that. The first thing you want to do after you make your folder is you want to open up your notepad. On Windows you can just use the normal notepad, but I'm on Linux right here. So we'll use this one, which is the same thing. So you want to do File, Save As, you want to change this to All Files, and then you're going to want to do intro, or that whatever you're going to name your website, .html. The .html is the most important part. That just tells it what to save the file as. So what we'll do is we'll do save, and it'll come up in our folder right here, and this will basically be the start of our website. But what we want to do is once you click it on Windows, it should bring you right into the web browser. But on Linux, you have to do open with, and whatever web browser. We're going to use Firefox. So here it is. So here's the basic way to make the code. Every website is going to need to start with HTML. This just says that the document is starting for HTML. At the end of that, you have to do the same thing, but with the slash in front. This will signify that this is the end of the document, and that's it. So this is an HTML site. In between here is where your actual code will go, so I would enter down a few times, get that down there. First thing you have to do is here is you have to put in head, and then another head tag. So these are tags. These are used to tell when something's going to happen. So when I add an image, there's a tag for that. There's a tag for basically anything to add in HTML. Putting these two head tags, you have to add a title tag. This works the same way. And then your title will go in here of the website, which is up here. I can show you guys how to do that if you give me 1 second. Next is going to be the body tag, which will go right here, and then we'll also put the closing one down here. So everything is going to have to be open and closed. So if we save this, and we do F5 over here, which will refresh it, nothing's going to happen yet. This is the basic code for every website. Every website is going to have this exact code. You're obviously going to have stuff in between here, but this is just the basic code. So for the title, we're going to call this intro. So if you put that in the title, and you do Control S, or you do File, Save, and you come over here and put F5, or just hit the little refresh button, you'll see it change this to intro up here. Right there. So next what you want to do is we'll want to maybe put some text on the page. So we can do an H1, which is a heading tag. And for all of our tags, we have to close them. So we'll do that. Then I'll go in here and we'll type something in. We'll do this is an intro to HTML. So if we save that with Control S again and refresh over here, it'll be a heading tag. Now you're going to say this is not in the middle, this is over here on the left side. Everything in HTML defaults to the left side. So to change that, you can add an attribute to this tag, which will be align equals, and we'll do center. That is how you use an attribute. You do the name, and then equals, and in parentheses you're going to put this. When you do that, you're going to do Control S to save it, F5, and that'll move it to the middle. So H1 is just kind of the biggest tag. You can also go do an H7, which will be the smallest. So if we do that here, I'm not sure what all this is. Hold on. Okay, so we can do an H7, which is going to be a lot smaller. And we've got to close that again. And we can also do go watch it on YouTube. Control S, save that, and again it'll put like a smaller tag down here. That's a little bit too small because we're going to have text on the site, so maybe we can do like a H5. You'll change that on both sides. Do that. Still not really big enough. Let's do an H3. That looks good. So we're also going to center this as well. So what we'll do is we'll do align equals center. And we'll save that, go over here. That's perfect right there. So the difference between the head tag and the body tag is the body is what's going to show up on the website. The head tag will just give information on the website. So like the title. There's more things you can put in there, like a style sheet, but we'll get into that at a later episode. So I showed you guys how to do this, but you can also center it by putting a center tag before and after something. Like this is what you would probably do with images. This is not necessarily need that because there's an attribute for that. Okay, didn't mean to do that. One moment. Okay guys, I'm back. I added all this back, and what we're going to do now is we're going to make a p tag, which is a paragraph. But before we do that, I want to show you guys how to do this. So this tag will create a break in the page, which will make like an empty space. So before we start a paragraph, we're going to do maybe 3 of these, and that'll give us some space down here underneath our stuff. You didn't see it, but it'll be okay. So now to do a paragraph, we'll do a p tag, and what I usually do is skip a line, put the ending p tag, and this will just make it easier for you to see later. So now we can type like a paragraph, so I'm just going to type in some random stuff here. So this is also kind of important too. I should probably should have started with this. Actually, it's already enabled for me, but you'll have to, on Windows, you'll have to enable wrap text, which will make it go to the next line. So we're just going to keep going here. Don't know how well you guys can hear me because I am typing on all this, and we're just going to copy that, paste it a few times, and that will come in as like a paragraph down here, and this will all stay together. Those BR tags is what made this little space here. So if we delete like 2 of these, it'll take away some of that space, which will be fine. So there's that. This would actually be a real paragraph. You can also align all this, do all that. So next thing I'm going to show you guys is inside these p tags, we'll put another space right here and right here. Is we're going to put in a font tag. And what a font tag is going to do is you can change the font. There's a lot of stuff you can do with it. So what we'll do is we'll use color, and we can do like blue. And that will change the color of all this to blue. There's many other things you can do with this. You can change the face, which this will be the font type. So we can do like, I know this is a font. So this will be the new font that it uses. Did I save it? Maybe Linux doesn't have that font. Never mind. So if you do that on Windows, you'll get the font, but Linux does not have that font. So yeah. But you can change the font. That's about it for the font tag for now that you'll need to know. So now I'll add an image to this website. So after our p tag, we'll insert another break tag. Once you do that, we can make an image tag. We'll add another space here. So to do this image, what you will do is you can do src, which is the source of this image. So the image we had in our file, I believe, was it's html.jpg. So then we'll do html.jpg, and that will. This is the name of the file in the image in the file. You have to make sure the image is saved in the same file that the HTML document is. So it's in the same file. So if we save this, that image is not, oh, okay, JPEG. On Windows that doesn't matter, but on Linux it does. If you refresh it, it will pull that image right there. And for this, I'll give you as an example. Align equals center. And that will not work on, actually, hold on. It might work on Linux, it will not work. So, the way you center an image on a page, what you have to do is I'll start with the beginning one because it's not as confusing. You have to do this, you have to do center. You can also do this with text or anything else if you don't remember what you can and can't use it on. So you can center that, and that will center your image. Another thing you can do, actually there's a lot of things you can do with an image, but you can also do a border equals, we'll say 10. And I'll add a border around this. That's a little bit much. Let's just do 1 and see how that looks. It's good enough. So then from there, you can also link your image to something. So what we could do is we could do href, which is a link. We could do google.com. So sometimes it requires you to, yeah, I think it's going to. So sometimes it'll ask you to put all that in there. And I think there's something maybe wrong with, actually here, I did this in the wrong tag. 1 second. So I'll show you guys how to do a link tag, which is usually better. So you'll do this, and you'll put a tag around it, which is a link tag. And this you'll put href equals http :// google.com. I forgot the www. It doesn't. So most of the time you don't need all that stuff in the beginning, but it's just good to put it there. Okay, so I guess Linux has issues with links. I'll figure it out, but that would be how you do it. Linux just doesn't like links. So that's basically how you make a basic website. There's more stuff you can add. I'll come up with another episode here pretty soon to show you guys how to better do all this stuff. So I'll see you guys next time.